Girbeagly!
Hey there guys and gals, it's Girbeagly with another episode of Gaming with Girbeagly, and I'm once again playing another random one-shot from over on Itch.io. This is a game called Last Call, and in this we play as this young lady, Dawn, who was recently let go by some sort of agency. I don't know if it was like an acting agency or what the deal is, but she is now waking up in a bar, which is not the best place to wake up. And she has to repair some relationships, I guess. I'm assuming she probably got super drunk, said some things she regrets, and now has to sort of like make that up to some people. But anyway, let's go ahead, let's jump into Last Call. Oh yeah, she's totally passed out here. Excuse me. They give the unconscious figure a good shake. Oh, they being the bartender. Miss, are you all right?
Oh, sorry. I guess I've just had too much to drink.
Her words are slurred and the bartender laughs. It happens more often than you'd think. In any case, it's late and I should be closing. Should I call someone to pick you up?
No, I can get home on my own.
She says this as she stumbles to get to her feet. Oh no. The bartender reaches over the bar to steady her. Man, what a kind, good Samaritan. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
She leans her weight on the bar stool and strongly considers sitting back down properly again. Clearly you're not. Should I call you a taxi service then? She rifles through her purse, contents spilling out onto her lap. It's easy enough to catch everything. Not much in there, definitely not enough to afford a ride home. She probably doesn't even have enough to settle her tab here, but she figures she must have already done that before passing out. Hopefully. She hopes. At least the bartender hasn't been harassing her about the bill. Maybe if she paid for a cab through her phone, but a quick press of a button tells her it's dead. Oh no. Her hesitation does not go unnoticed. Should I call someone to pick you up then? They repeat themselves, and she bites her lip anxiously. There are only two people's phone numbers she knows off by heart, and she suspects that neither of them are particularly eager to speak to her at the moment. But it's not like she has any other options, so she clenches her fist and answers. Call my best friend or call my brother? Ah, we get to pick. Let's call my best friend. Family sometimes has a bad habit of being really judgy, so yeah, call my best friend.
My best friend, Rena. She'll come.
Though she's unsure of whether she can remember the correct number, once the first digit rolls off her tongue, the rest follows suit.
That should be it.
All right, 1 second. 15 minutes pass, yet no one walks into the establishment. Leaning on the bar for support, Dawn reaches for her phone, but remembers that it's dead. The bartender looks at her blankly. I really love the art style of this game so far, by the way. I really like that it's sort of like almost paper cutout in how there's not like heavy, bold lines, but there's the shading that indicates that it's almost like, you know, a flat model on a flat background. And then she's animated, like her eyes are actually like blinking and stuff. That's really cool. I like this a lot. And the music is really good too. Are you sure you remembered the right number?
Of course. Why would I misremember my best friend's phone number?
Well, the person on the phone did sound rather confused. Maybe she hasn't talked to them in a long time, like they had a fight, or the person's like, we're not on good terms, so why would she call me? I wonder.
She was probably sleeping and the call just woke her up.
That must be it. Doesn't sound convinced. They turn back to their cleaning behind the bar while Dawn taps mindlessly on her dead phone, trying her best to distract herself from the thought that Rena isn't coming. The door creaks open and in walks a young woman. I was just gonna say, maybe she could ask the bartender for like a phone charger. Most people have those nowadays.
Dawn, is that you?
Dawn freezes at the sound of Rena's voice. Stay put. Try to play it cool or avoid eye contact. Well, I don't want to avoid eye contact. I really need a ride home. Try to play it cool or stay put. Guess try to play it cool, not be too weird. She straightens her posture and spins around on her bar stool in order to face her friend. Unfortunately, the speed of her movement causes her stomach to lurch and for her to feel a burn in the back of her throat, making her cough. Oh no.
Hey, are you okay?
Oh, so this is Rena. Rena's cute. I like her. She's got cool hair. She's got like the blonde streak that I normally have.
Yeah, I'm fine. Maybe you should drink some water. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Here, let's get you some water. Excuse me. could we get a glass of water?
Aw, Rena's really caring. The bartender slides over a glass of ice water within seconds.
Drink up, you'll feel better. Thanks.
Rena watches silently as Dawn takes a few gulps of the glass.
It's been a while, Rena. Yeah, you didn't mention that you were back in town.
Ah, so that's probably why she was confused. Like, what? She's back in town? I didn't know.
Oh, yeah, that's true. What's the occasion? Well...
Make up an excuse or admit the truth, sort of. Oh, gosh. Okay, well, why would we lie to her? I don't feel the need to lie to Rena. Rena seems like a pretty nice person. She's already very caring and nurturing. Admit the truth, sort of. I wish we could just straight up admit the truth instead of just sort of, but that seems like a lesser of two evils.
Things weren't really working out. The modeling gig?
Oh, okay, so she was part of a modeling agency. That makes sense.
Yeah, so I'm looking for a new agency. Back here? Yeah, well, maybe. I've been doing other stuff in the meantime. Never mind all that. Why don't you sit down for a bit? Isn't the bar closed? Just for a little bit. We shouldn't trouble the bartender, though. It's already too late for that. A little longer won't hurt. Unsure of how to continue, Rena looks at the bartender for help, but receives not even a glance in return. She sighs and sits on the bar stool next to Dawn. Bartender's like, I don't care, I'm stuck here cleaning up anyway. Okay, fine. Are you sure you don't want me to just give you a ride home? No, I don't want to trouble you any more than I already have. Wait, but didn't you just say...
Dawn leans in only inches away from Rena's face.
I really don't want to trouble you more. You're still drunk.
She lets out a small sigh, but can't keep a small smile from spreading across her face. One that turns into full-blown laughter as she gives Dawn a slight push on the shoulder. Aw, cute. Dawn tries to keep her composure, but Rena's infectious laugh makes her join in. After a couple minutes, silence settles between the two women, but the air felt a little warmer.
So, how have you been? Me? Well, life's finally coming together. Let's see, I'm lined up for a promotion in a couple of months if all goes well. And then, my girlfriend and I moved in together recently, so it's been nice to come home after work and have someone there.
Aw, that's really cute.
Plus, she loves to bake, so our apartment usually smells like cake or cookies.
Oh, so cute.
That's nice, huh?
Why was the text so small there?
Did you say something?
Oh, she was like whispering it or something.
That reminds me, I should send her a message. When I got your call, she was the one who convinced me to come.
I have a feeling that like maybe Dawn is a little bit jealous here or something.
Ah, that's nice of her.
Dawn looks down towards the counter. She didn't want to seem rude, but hearing about how great Rena's life has become wasn't what she expected, and frankly, she doesn't want to hear anymore, just in case she bursts into tears from envy. Yeah, so like I predicted. So Dawn just got let go by her modeling agency, and like her big hopes and aspirations aren't coming true, and then to come back home and sort of like admit defeat and then see that her best friend is doing really well, like she's just like, oh man, why couldn't I have all that as well? Aw, bummer. Her eyes dart from side to side until she spots the bartender behind the bar still cleaning. Although it's never a good mindset to be in, to be jealous of your friends, or to really be jealous of anyone. I know that's easier said than done, but once you let jealousy into the mix, you're always comparing yourself to someone else instead of looking at your own accomplishments. Like, she went out there, she tried her best, she tried to do something really different, and just because it didn't work out doesn't mean that it won't work out in the future. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents on it.
Oh, since you're here, why don't you get a drink? Dawn, you do realize the bar's closed, right?
Yeah, this is the second time we're saying that, or Rena's saying that.
Oh.
Sorry, miss. Last call was about an hour ago.
You should be focusing on sobering up anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Fine. You've always been the level-headed one anyway. Yep, the party pooper, but at least I'm not sitting in a bar after hours still drunk. What's up, Dawn? This isn't healthy behavior.
Oh man, some reality check going on here. Insist everything is fine and life is great. Oh no, we're not gonna do the lying route. That just seems like a stupid thing to do. Admit the truth for real this time. Yeah, let's go all in on the truth this time.
Just maybe my life isn't as great as I make it out to be. Hey.
She puts her hand on Dawn's shoulder and gives it a tight squeeze.
Life has its ups and downs, so don't let a bad time get you down.
Yeah, that's kind of like what I was saying, Rena.
Well, it's not just now. Some bad patches just last longer than others. I hope this one ends soon then. You have to make stuff happen for yourself. Well, most of the time. Sometimes you also need a little bit of luck. So don't be so hard on yourself. Yeah, it really feels like we're back in university. Yeah, it does. At least the first half. Things were pretty different after you left. Oh, yeah?
Oh, okay, so we dropped out of college to go pursue like our modeling career. Hey, no shame in that, you know? Pursue your dreams. Take some risks. It's okay. Especially if you're young enough to like make a mistake and bounce back from it. Why not, you know?
I had to get serious for the last year, you know? Finding internships and all, and then hopefully land a job after graduation. Get serious? But you've always been serious. I can't imagine a serious Serena. Dawn tries her to the best of her ability to mimic what she thinks is Rena's serious expression. She then stops trying and returns to a somber state. Should I have continued my studies? Hey, what's with the regret and sentimentalism? It's unlike you. I mean, how long would a modeling career last anyway? Once I'm too old, I'd be out of a job, and I'd have no skills to do anything else.
Aw, can't waste time though regretting every decision you've ever made. You gotta just look at the present and look at the future and try to move on. Once again, easier said than done, but it does you no good to dwell on the past and just feel sorry for yourself.
Man, I knew alcohol made people sad the next day, but I always thought it was the hangover that caused it. Look, you were working towards your dream. Nothing wrong with that.
Aw, man, Rena and I, it's not just the hair that was similar here. Like, we are one and the same in our mindset here.
And not all of us had the guts to do that, especially with how much emphasis they put on getting a degree. You make it sound like it was so easy, but how do you know how I feel now? You with your picture-perfect life.
Oh man, getting kind of confrontational here.
Now listen here, it took a lot of work to get where I am today. But, okay, something is wrong. Do you want to talk about it? Maybe. We don't have to talk about what happened. Maybe just what needs to happen from here on out.
Rena stretches her arms and sits up straight, placing her arms on the bar. She looks straight at Dawn, who feels uncomfortable under Rena's perceiving gaze.
Man, I have to admit, I never thought I'd be doing this again. Though after hours at a bar sure is an appropriate location. It seems that even now, I can't seem to get my shit together. It's not that.
Rena sighs as she rubs the back of her neck.
I guess it's more that I didn't think I'd ever see you again.
Take the blame or tell her not to fret. Oh, wow. Okay, take the blame? I feel like this is like a good moment. Like whatever dark history and past they've had together, whatever mistakes Dawn has made, this is a good time for her to apologize, to take the blame, to do everything she can to repair this relationship with Rena, who is very clearly a kind, caring person, someone who still has feelings for Dawn and wants to see her succeed and be the best version of herself she can be. So I'm gonna say take the blame.
I mean, I am partially to blame for that too. Okay, maybe a bit more than partially. It's safe to say that both of us could have tried more. Yeah, for starters, I could have told you I was in town. So you coming out here for me at this hour? I really want to...
Apologize or say thanks? Oh gosh, okay. Yeah, let's open this can of worms. Let's go all the way. Let's apologize here.
Apologize? I haven't been a very good friend. You deserve better. Hey, don't beat yourself up over it. Anyway, let's begin then. Break it down for me. Here we go then. Where do I start? Maybe we could address the drinking problem.
Oh, wow. Okay, so, I mean, it's very clear that her ending up here at the bar didn't surprise Rena that much. Dawn might have had some sort of like substance abuse issue, and she's finally ready to talk about it with her very close friend. And that's a good thing. That's a good support system to have there. Rena looks at her with one eyebrow raised.
Okay, fine. That one's easy. I should just avoid going to shady bars like these.
This time, the bartender looks at her in the same fashion as Rena, with one eyebrow raised. He's like, hey man, this isn't a shady establishment.
I mean, avoid going to bars alone. There you go. You had the answer in you all this time. That's not going to stop me from drinking. Baby steps, baby steps. At least you acknowledge that this is a problem. The next step is why you feel the need to do this. Can't you figure out my problems from this? Look, Dawn, I'm not a mind reader. All I know is that you drank too much on a weekday at a bar on the other side of town, and that your life's not as great as you make it out to be. I could draw a lot of conclusions from this, but it's up to you to make the changes based on your own problems.
Aw, man, that's some really solid advice there. I like that, Rena. Like, anyone can tell someone else how to handle their issues, but it's gonna be up to that person to look at themselves honestly and go, okay, I don't like the solution, but this is the solution that will put me into a better mindset and a better situation in my life. I like that. Rena is awesome. She's really cool. I love her.
All I can tell you are encouraging words like a personal cheering squad, except that it's just me.
Yeah, like I said.
There's so much though, I can't possibly go through all of it in one night. No one said we had to go through all of it tonight. Yeah, but... Or are you trying to pack up and leave like last time? I don't know. I'm pretty sure the last messages we exchanged were something like, let's catch up. Why not do that now since we're already here?
That's a good thing to do.
Yeah. Come to think of it, when was the last time we saw each other? Was it your farewell party actually? The one we threw for you after you signed your first modeling contract? That can't be right. Surely we met after that again. Nope, I'm pretty sure that was it. Do you have anything to say regarding that actually? That is, if you even remember anything.
So, you know, I'm all about people enjoying their life, doing things that make them happy. If you're someone who goes out to parties and you get a little bit loose because of some drinking or whatever, go you, more power to you. Have some fun, do the things that make you happy. But it sounds like maybe Dawn, her drinking problem was a little bit more intense, and maybe it was more common than not for her to like black out and not remember anything, which is not the way to do things. That's not very healthy. Though it seems like a lighthearted jab at Dawn's binge drinking problem, Dawn feels her stomach twist in knots with a sense of dread. Oh no, yeah, we hit a nerve here for sure. Memories from that night flash in front of her. All the shots she shouldn't have taken, the words she said that she now regretted. The night ending with her throwing up in the laundry basket. Oh no, that is bad.
I'm sorry about the laundry basket? What? Oh yeah, that did happen. Man, I was so pissed when I found that the next morning. In hindsight, it wasn't the worst place you could have thrown up in.
She lets out a wholehearted laugh, even wiping a tear from her eye. Dawn looks at her friend, but despite the laughing, she couldn't smile about the situation. After all, Rena has her life together, with a good job and a stable relationship. Would Dawn really want to interfere with that? Would it be better to let Rena live her life without the past clinging on? Keep the conversation going, it's too late anyway. Oh wow, okay, so we only have one choice here. That's wild. I think it said on the game page there's multiple endings. Obviously, I'm just gonna be doing one of them, but this is cool so far. I like this. I like the dialogue in this a lot. Looks like Rena's having a lot of fun though, so Dawn stays silent as her friend laughs on. Slowly, Rena regains her composure.
That wasn't exactly what I had in mind. Oh? It's okay if you don't remember. You were really drunk after all. Yeah, my memories of that night are a bit fuzzy, and it's been so long.
Of course, Dawn hasn't actually forgotten what happened that night. Oh, come on, Dawn, you gotta be honest here. What? How could she? It was just after her 6th or 7th shot. She had managed to pry Rena away from her girlfriend at the time, and oh, did she confess some feelings she had for her? She didn't really want to remember the rest of it, but the images were burnt into her memory. With Rena dropping hints that she wants to discuss it though, Dawn's torn. This might be the only chance to repair the relationship. After all, it would be nice to have Rena back in her life, but to bring back that memory? Talk about it or don't talk about it? Oh, we gotta talk about it, guys. We have to talk about it. We're already in this deep.
Yeah?
Dawn notices Rena is suddenly sitting a little straighter. There's no turning back now.
I do remember. I remember what happened. I was a mess. So you didn't mean anything you said then?
Oh, wow. Yeah, so they had some, like, deeper feelings for each other or something like that.
Well, so it was just drunk you talking.
Whether Rena's dropping shoulders is an indication of her relaxing or her disappointment, Dawn can't tell.
Not exactly. Huh? Honestly, I feel so silly bringing this all up. I didn't have the courage to say anything back then, and honestly, I just dismissed it. But when I saw you and how happy you were with your girlfriend, it was too late then, and it's too late now.
Oh, so she does definitely have some unresolved feelings.
I shouldn't have said anything after all. What's the point of saying this now? Ugh, I'm so useless.
She buries her head in her hands. Aw, don't say that.
Hey, don't say that.
Oh, what? Man, Rena and I are like the same character here. This is awesome.
Easy for you to say. Sure, things might seem bad now, but it's not going to be better unless you try to make amends. And it's not pointless to bring it up now, even after all these years. It's not going to change anything, just a waste of words. But it makes me happy. Wait, why? Well, even if it is a bit late, it's always flattering to know someone liked you back. But I think I needed that closure, to know that someone I called my best friend wasn't just playing with my feelings. I'm happy to know that you're not a bad person. Just someone who needs to work on her judgment skills.
Aw, yeah, exactly. I think every single person out there has a little bit of bad about them and a little bit of good about them. And you can't judge someone just based on one mistake that they made. I mean, obviously there's some exceptions out there, but most of the time, I think that being a forgiving person like Rena is a good step, especially when it comes to repairing relationships that you don't want to lose.
Yeah, or hey, uncalled for. Sorry, couldn't resist. Confessing like this though, it takes courage. Maybe things are looking up for you.
She gives Dawn a thumbs up.
Hopefully.
The two friends share a small but warm smile. Rena glances at the clock behind the bar.
Wow, it's getting real late. How are you holding up? I think I feel better.
Dawn tries to stand up and, despite wobbling a little, successfully plants herself on her 2 feet without falling.
Well, would you look at that? Let's get you home. Before we go? I know I walked out of your life once, so for you to come here in the middle of the night, it makes me really happy. Of course, I'm not going to try and rely on you to come save me every time. Wow, I never imagined this day would come so soon.
She wipes away an imaginary teardrop from her eye.
As long as you don't disappear on me again. I won't, I promise.
Rena puts her hand on Dawn's shoulder, and together the friends walk out of the bar. Aw, cute. Oh, okay, so that was the whole game. That was very, very cute. I like that a lot. That was like really sincere. It felt like the characters were very honest, especially once Dawn started opening up and talking about her problems in a genuine way and just atoning for her past mistakes. And that way Rena didn't have to hold anything against her, and the two of them could continue their lives and look forward to the future that they could share together, which is really great. I love that. Even if they didn't get to like have any sort of romantic relationship like both of them wanted way back in the day, at the very least they've kept their friendship intact, and neither of them is holding a grudge now. So that was really great. This was a very sweet game, very well done. I love the graphics. I really like the art style. I like the music. I like the tone that the game set. Everything about it was really fun. If you guys want to try out the other endings or try to get the other endings, you can download this game for free from over on itch.io. I'll leave a download link down below in the description like I normally do. But hopefully you guys enjoyed my playthrough of it. If you did, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, it was great seeing ya. Bye-bye.
Girbeagly.